Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life. And we are on week 43, day 5 of our positive, peaceful affirmations that we are doing every day, Monday through Friday. We are following Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive Peaceful Growth Calendar, that you could buy at Aroma Tools or Oil Life. If you love positive affirmations, and who doesn't? They help us to keep us on the right road, right? And if you love music therapy, if you love essential oils and aromatherapy, I think you're going to really love and appreciate this book. It is the perfect combination of all of them. Simple in its format, but profound in the changes it can make in our lives. The affirmation that we've been concentrating on the entire week is I find new traditions to start. And whether that's starting a completely new tradition, like, I don't know, doing something on every first day of the month, or whether that's pulling in an old tradition that you kind of laxed on, like having family dinner. Thank you, hun. There are so many different ways so many different fun traditions to incorporate, to celebrate, and I'm so thankful for all of those. We've had a fun time just thinking about traditions and talking about them and incorporating a few into our home this week. The affirmation for the entire week is I am good with change. I am good with change and accepting prosperity. So as I was thinking about being good with change, well, change always happens. So it's good to get in the habit of just flowing with the change and being good, knowing that we are solid and that things may change around us, but we don't need to change. Caleb, can you get this, please? I don't even know. There's a bug flying around me. Anyway, right there. Okay. Anyway, so just trying to be is absolutely good, and knowing that just because things are changing doesn't mean that we can't have a happy, productive, joyous, righteous life. And that's what we want to do, right? So and the other part of that is and accepting prosperity. And I'm like, what is prosperity mean to you? What does it mean to me? So I wanted to, like most people, when they think prosperity, they think lots of money, big house, nice car, whatever. But it can mean totally different things. I remember hearing a story when I was young, and there was, and I think it was back in Greece. Anyway, ancient Greece, and someone said that all these women were around, and comparing their new jewels that they have. Oh, look what I have. Oh, look what they have. And then someone turned to one of the women and said, well, where are your jewels? And she points to all of her children, and she goes, those are my jewels. These are my jewels right here. And I'm like, that's the type of woman I want to be. I don't want to be the type of woman who's spending money on major jewelry. Like, that's not who I want to be. I want to be the woman who values more than anything else are my children and my family. And so prosperity means being rich to me. To me, prosperity means being rich in what you value. So then, when we're thinking about prosperity, we need to really think about, well, what do I value? So some of the things I value are the gospel, going to church, the scriptures, prayer. Can my life be rich in those? Yeah, they can. My life can be rich in that. My life can be rich in playing songs, gospel songs, or listening to gospel talks, reading the scriptures. My life can be rich in that. My life can be rich in prayer. Am I making it rich in prayer? Am I poor? Am I destitute? Am I bankrupt in prayer? Or have I really brought that into my life? And then what else do I value? And how can I make my life more rich in those things? Like, why are we letting society or other people tell us what we need to be rich in? Oh, you need to be rich in money. You need to have the newest phone. You need to have the newest gadget. You need to go on the coolest vacation. Like, is that really what we value? Maybe. And if that's what you value, like, that's what you value. And I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm just here to say, hey, can we just think for ourselves and really think about what it is we value? Anyway, so accepting prosperity. I want to accept and build all the prosperity I can on the things that matter the most to me. And I hope that you have the blessings of heaven on building the prosperity of the things that you want. Because I think that I think this world is abundant. And as we work toward our goals, we can definitely add more prosperity of whatever it is that really means the most to us into our lives. The song that we've been singing the whole entire week is Tradition from Fiddler on the Roof. If you haven't seen it, it is a good movie. It's a profound movie. Your heart goes out to so many people in the movie. I identify with Tevye, and I don't really all remember all the names, but you identify with the guy who's like the milk provider of the village, and his wife, and each of his 3 daughters, and their husbands, and the Russian soldiers, and the captain of the guard. I identify with each of them, and my heart goes out to each of them at different times. I think the beautiful thing about reading and movies is that it helps us to get into other people's heads and helps us to identify with other people's ways of thinking, and so, which I think expands our minds and makes us more compassionate across so many different areas. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, definitely go watch it. It's so good. I love that song, Tradition, from it. I really do believe that traditions give us something to look forward to, something to unite families over, something to keep us solid and balanced as change happens all around us in our world. We are singing a song. Caleb, get me our family song for the month. It's over there or over here. Anyway, so we sing a song as a family before morning and evening prayers. And we take turns on who gets to pick that song. And we can pick any song. We can pick a hymn or, just any song out there. But I picked a song called Strong. It's by McKenna Dixon. I don't know her last name. Dixon, maybe. I'll put it in the comments for you. But I love this verse. And it goes like this. It goes, "You're like a mighty ocean trapped in a hurricane. Though the winds may be blowing around you, there is nothing that ever could drown you. Come what may, you are strong." And I love that. The winds of change may be blowing around us, and there will be good things that are coming, and there will be hard things that are coming. But with God, and with family and friends, we can get through it all because we are strong. Okay. Anyway, I think traditions help us to stand strong, to be strong, no matter what changes come. So that's why I love that song. The diffuser blend that we've been diffusing this week is 2 drops of coriander, which is the oil of integrity, 2 drops of ginger, which is the oil of empowerment, and 2 drops of wild orange, which is the oil of the oil of abundance. I was getting it mixed up with lime for a minute, which is the oil of zest for life. Anyway, but we've gone in on past days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, on the emotional aspects of each one of those oils. Today, being Friday, Physical Friday, we're going to be going into the physical aspects of each of those oils. So it's gonna be a kind of long video talking about the physical benefits. I'm super into them. If you're like me, maybe just put this on, go clean your kitchen, go clean your bedroom. I always love to put things on when I'm cleaning, doing chores. Maybe you're exercising, jogging on your mini tramp, or walking on your treadmill. This would be perfect. Or maybe you're taking notes, like all that's good too. But I'm just saying that we have a lot of physical benefits from these 3 oils. Okay, diving into coriander. The first thing you need to know is that it's found in northern Africa, southern Europe, and southeastern Asia. And it comes from a plant that actually gives us 2 different essential oils. Coriander comes from the seeds, and cilantro comes from the leaves of this plant. And they both have beautiful actions and benefits, but they both smell so different. Coriander is a much softer, soft smell, and cilantro is a wake me up, hey, I'm here. It's like one of those people at the party, like, I'm here. Anyway, so coriander seeds have been found in the tomb of King Tutankhamun, which I think is one of the most famous kings and definitely one of the most famous mummies in the world. The coriander comes from a family, the plant comes from a family that also in that same family is carrot, celery, cumin, and caraway. So if you're a little bit familiar with those, you're like, oh, okay, I kind of understand the family. Historically, the Chinese used coriander for dysentery, measles, nausea, toothache, and painful hernias. So, coriander, it's great for our digestive systems. It can ease digestive discomfort. If you have flatulence, nausea, stomach cramps, diarrhea, if you've lost your appetite, or even if you have food poisoning, coriander is an amazing essential oil to reach for. Okay, so if I had food poisoning, would I reach for my oils? 100%. I would. And then I track it. I just like see what's going on. Am I getting better or not? There are certain things I don't like to fool around with, and then some other things I'm like, yeah, let's give it some time. Let's see if it's gonna work. And a lot of most of the time, actually, it does. So there was a study from the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry, published in 2004, that specifically showed how coriander seeds had antibacterial activity against salmonella, which I thought, oh, good. I love knowing what I can use naturally to help fight things that we don't want. Coriander can be very beautifying to the complexion. You can put a drop into your skincare products to brighten out and help even out your skin tone. And coriander is really good for rashes too. So if you're suffering with that, putting a couple drops of coriander seed into some coconut oil, rubbing it on would be really good. Coriander is great for aches and pains. So if your back hurts or your hands hurt, if your hands hurt, if you have muscle aches due to fatigue or due to, basically anything, or if you have a headache, just like a little headache, go ahead, put some coriander into a carrier oil and then rub it on wherever it hurts. It's grateful for those who have cartilage injuries, and again, just put a couple of drops into your carrier oil, massage it. I love this next little bit about coriander. Coriander helps to balance out and to lower blood sugar. It helps to balance out glucose levels. It improves carbohydrate metabolism, and it supports pancreatic function. So you can rub it over your pancreas or over your reflexology points for your pancreas. If you don't know where your reflexology points for your pancreas are, go ahead, hop onto Google or whatever search engine you love, and just type in images, reflexology points, pancreas, and it will definitely take you to that. Coriander can help decrease blood pressure and it can help improve cholesterol levels. In fact, the Journal of Environmental Biology published a study in 2008 that found that coriander could help decrease the bad cholesterol in our bodies and help increase the good. It can help with urinary tract infections. It can help support healthy menstrual function. It can help with that. It can help in regularizing the menstrual function and also help with bloating and cramps. It's great for body odor. For that, you can go ahead, put 2 drops of coriander essential oil into water or a capsule, and you can drink it down. Now, I know I have coriander around here somewhere because I was just diffusing it the other day, but can't find it now. Things get moved to different places in our houses. But this is wild orange that we'll be talking about later. But coriander is definitely one that you can ingest. And when I'm telling you that you can ingest essential oils, I just need to give you my best wisdom on this. And that is, I would never trust any other essential oil brand on the market to be putting inside my body besides doTERRA. Because, and this is why, because doTERRA third-party tests every single batch of oil, just not like every thousands, every hundredth batch, and they put the batch number on every bottle of oil. So you can look on the bottom of your oil, and you can go to a site called Source2You, type in your batch number, and see all of the tests that have been done on your batch of oils and all of the results. Like, don't we wish that every food company and every supplement company in the nation did this? Don't you love how much integrity doTERRA has, how transparent they are, and how committed they are to pursuing what is pure? So you can definitely ingest coriander, ginger, wild orange. Those are all essential oils you can ingest. But again, for me and my family, we are only going to be ingesting doTERRA essential oils. They have found that coriander can be helpful with eating disorders, whether that is anorexia or whether that's emotional eating. So if you're an emotional eater, and I'm guessing that if you are, that you might be definitely emotionally eating right now with everything that's going on in the world, coriander essential oil can help relax that tendency. It can help focus the mind, and studies have found that it's protective and it has a beneficial effect on our memory. And so when you're cooking with coriander, it's a little bit more of a strong oil, so you're probably not gonna want to put a full drop into your recipes. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna dip the point of a toothpick in and then swirl that around and then add flavor as you need to. So play around with coriander in your cooking. Okay. Thankful for coriander essential oil and all the benefits that it has for us. We are now hopping on to ginger essential oil. It has a spicy, peppery aroma. It's native to southern Chile and has been used since 2000 BC as a medicinal and a cooking herb. Ginger essential oil comes from the root, and anyway, in traditional Chinese medicine, it's been used for a variety of issues, from respiratory support to toothaches, and it has been used to strengthen our hearts and to help relieve head congestion. Greeks used it, ancient Greeks used it to help counteract the effects of poison. It was used medicinally in England since at least the 16th century, where they were hit with a mighty big plague, and King Henry VIII recommended it to counteract plague. Now you're thinking, King Henry VIII, was he that king? And yeah, he was that king. He was a bad king, but maybe his advisors knew what they were talking about when they suggested using ginger to help counteract plague. Romans and Turks also used it historically. It's been used in gingerbread since 4000 BC, and when I talk about, for 4,000 years. That's a big difference. It's been used in gingerbread for 4,000 years, and when I talk about gingerbread, I'm like, we need to make some gingerbread. Gingerbread is so good. It's so good. And it's been used in Egyptian cuisine to help ward off epidemics too. England's using it for epidemics. Egypt is using it for epidemics. Maybe these ancient cultures were onto something. The Romans used it in wine for its aphrodisiac effects. And the Indians from India used it in tea to help settle an upset stomach. In Hawaii, they used it to scent clothing and to cook with and to help cure indigestion. And the Hawaiians also used it in their shampoos and massage oils because it's a beautiful warming oil to help with achy muscles. So, here are some of the physical benefits of ginger essential oil. It increases physical energy and stamina. So, if you've got something hard to do, like maybe you're going on, maybe you're running in a marathon, or maybe you are biking one of those big old long bike trips, or hiking, or you know what, maybe you're just dealing with the children all day, which can be very wearing in and of itself, much as we love them. But ginger essential oil may help in those types of things. It's a warming oil, so it's so good for achy muscles and pains, stiff joints, and inflammation. And it is stimulating to our circulatory system. So if you're trying to get some more circulation, maybe to your feet, to your legs, to any part of your body, maybe your hands get cold in winter, ginger would be a beautiful essential oil to put in a couple of drops into some carrier oil like coconut oil. Rub that on your hands to help get more circulation to it. The more circulation, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you to go test that one because I don't want you drinking in the first place. It can help with motion sickness, heartburn, acid reflux, constipation, colic, flatulence, malabsorption, so it helps us absorb our food better, vertigo, and ulcers. So it can help that candida. It can help with help if we have an infection. It can help our bodies, help support our bodies in healing that. It is good for the respiratory tract. So if you have coughs or other respiratory issues, you can definitely put a drop of ginger essential oil into your water, maybe mix in a little bit of honey to make a beautiful warming drink to help open up your respiratory tract. Now, if I had a respiratory tract issue, I would definitely, let's go ahead, let's drink some of the ginger. I would also be diffusing eucalyptus. I think that's a beautiful thing. Or even maybe putting a drop of ginger and a drop of eucalyptus into some carrier oil and then rubbing that on my chest to help my chest open up and help clear out some of those respiratory issues. It's also good for people who have asthma. It helps to reduce inflammation. So there's a constituent in ginger essential oil called zingabane. And it's responsible for the oil's anti-inflammatory properties. It's an important component that provides pain relief and can help treat muscle aches, arthritis, migraines, and works as a headache remedy. Ginger essential oil is believed to reduce the amount of prostaglandins in the body, which are the compounds that are associated with pain. So if you're into the techno part of why does ginger help with pain, there you go. I'm not into the techno part, but there you go. It can also help with menstrual pain. They say that it's very useful for those that are struggling with alcoholism, and taking it in a capsule or just putting it in your water can help support your body in releasing and lessening those cravings for alcohol and all that. It can help with people and it's very supportive too for our memories. One thing you need to know is that you, just like most citrus oils, make our bodies become photosensitive, which means that we do not want to put them onto our skin and then go out in the sun, because we can have a tendency to burn more. So if you're using quicker. So if you're using a citrus oil, you definitely want to be using it only at night on your skin, where it's going to see sunshine. And ginger or essential oil is the same. Now, if I was putting it on, my stomach or my anyway, some part of my body that really doesn't see the sunshine, then it doesn't matter what time of day I put it on. It's only if that skin is going to be exposed to the sun. Ginger is like peppermint in that it can really help people who are suffering with hot flashes. So if that's something, look at the studies on ginger and hot flashes, or peppermint and hot flashes. Ginger essential oil is also an oil that helps to boost our immunity, which maybe that's one of the reasons why both England and Egypt liked ginger essential oil when they were trying to fight off plagues. Ginger essential oil, like coriander, can also help balance our blood sugars and our insulin levels. And ginger is one that can also help balance out our hormones. Ginger strengthens the heart. It can help lower cholesterol. It can stimulate to the lymph system. So if you're going to do that, go ahead, put a drop. Well, it says that you can put a drop on a cotton ball and just put that underneath your arms. I would probably be a little bit more safe. I tend to be a little bit more cautious with some essential oils that I think can be hot. So I would put a drop into some coconut oil and then rub that underneath my arms to help stimulate the lymph system. It's a natural aphrodisiac. It's very protective to the liver. In fact, a study done in 2013 where they fed mice an alcoholic diet for 4 weeks, and they found that daily oral administration of ginger displayed preventative effects on the formation of alcoholic fatty liver disease. So it's very, very protective to our liver. So those are some of the beautiful physical benefits of ginger essential oil. Okay, hopping on to wild orange essential oil. It comes from a very generous plant. Remember how with coriander, the seeds were coriander essential oil and the leaves were cilantro oil? Well, this comes from a plant where the wild orange tree, where we get the wild orange not from the fruit of the orange, but from the peel of the orange. It has totally different constituents. And then we get petitgrain essential oil from the leaves and twigs of the wild orange tree. And then we get neroli. Oh my gracious. One of my favorite scents is neroli. One of my husband's favorite scents is wild orange. So we are so thankful for this plant. Wild orange is one of the best essential oils for beginners to use because you can't really go wrong. You can put wild orange into any of your diffuser blends, or pretty much any diffuser blend that you're making, and it's just going to bring a happy scent to that diffuser blend. And it mixes so well. It's so good for so many things that it's good to add on for physical benefits as well. The wild orange was native to China and India, but is now also grown in abundance in the Americas, in Israel, and in the Mediterranean. And I love this next thing. On the Chinese New Year, oranges are given to symbolize fertility and... whoops, I said that wrong. They're given to symbolize prosperity and happiness. Maybe I said fertility because my children are what I feel help make me prosperous. Anyway, okay, so here's some different ways to use wild orange essential oil for physical benefits. If you have a sluggish digestion, rub it on your stomach or pop a couple drops in your water and drink that. It can also help with heartburn, flatulence, or diarrhea. Look at how all three of these oils help our digestion. It has a calming action on the stomach, especially with for people whose stomach issues seem to be very related to stress. So if you're one of those people that kind of has that nervous stomach, wild orange essential oil, whether you're diffusing it or putting a couple of drops in your water, can help. It can also help in the digestion of fats and in the absorption of vitamin C. It's great to add to our skincare. So whether you have a dull or an oily complexion, or whether you're trying to clarify your complexion, you can put a couple drops on a cotton ball and just dab that on. You can mix a couple drops into your cleaner, put a couple drops into your moisturizer. You can experiment with wild orange and see how you like to use it. Now remember, wild orange is a citrus oil, so are you going to be wanting to do that in the morning? No, but you can definitely because it can make your face more photosensitive, and we don't want you to burn. But you can definitely do that at night. It can help reduce inflammation associated with skin issues too. It's full of antioxidants. It can help promote weight loss, and it can help curb the appetite, and just so many other different ways that it can help with weight. Go ahead, Google that, look it up. I love looking at studies. I don't know if you're the same way, but if you do love looking at studies, two of my favorite places to go are one, PubMed, and two, aromaticscience.com. I kind of really like aromaticscience.com. It has studies from around the world. You can click on studies by essential oil. I could click on, hey, I have wild orange. What is it good for? Or I can click on, hey, I have a headache. What essential oils have been known through scientific studies to help with headaches or whatever issue. Maybe I have, I don't know, name your issue, it's there. Okay. I think we talked about how it can help with heartburn, flatulence, and diarrhea. It can also help with constipation if that's an issue. One, you can either put it in your water, drink it down, or you can put it in a carrier oil and just rub that on the lower, on your lower back. Now, this is one of my favorite things about wild orange, because I'm usually all about the emotions, right? So, well, I love the physical aspects too, but I think our physical and our emotional parts of our body are very, very intertwined. Anyway, so when you're helping one, you're helping the other. So this is what they found about wild orange. In studies in 2000 and in 2005, patients who were in a dental waiting office waiting to get things done were found to be less anxious and more positive and in a better mood and more calm when the dentist's office waiting room was diffusing wild orange. And hold on, I think I just threw this paper down. Oh, I'm not going to be able to find it now. Anyway, but I think that they actually did a study later on. I'm not seeing it here. Oh, here it is. So, in 2013, they did a study on dental patients that were actually getting dental procedures done. And what they found is that in dental patients who were inhaling wild orange essential oil, they had a lower pulse rate, lower salivary cortisol, and they had less anxiety while being worked on. Now, I don't know that anyone that I know that loves going to the dentist and getting work done on their teeth. It can be painful or stressful or both. And so anything that we can do to help people feel more calm and less pain, less stress, let's do that. So definitely going to be taking wild orange next time for me and my family next time we go to the dentist. wild orange has been found to be very beneficial for helping people get to sleep. So if I had a sleep issue, I would probably put 2 drops wild orange, 2 drops lavender, or 2 drops wild orange, 2 drops bergamot, or you can do wild orange and petitgrain, wild orange and vetiver. Those are all essential oils that have been known to help with us getting a better night's rest. It's also very good. Remember how it was very anti-inflammatory and full of oxidants? So it's actually really good to put in a mouthwash and then, just switch it around, spit it out. It's good to help us keep healthy teeth and gums. And also, if you have mouth sores in your mouth, you can do that to help shorten the time that it takes to help them heal. I found a very interesting study from 2014 conducted by someone called Yun, Y-U-N, on limonene. Now, all citrus oils, wild orange, lemon, lime, bergamot, grapefruit, they're all very high in a substance called limonene. And what they found is that that limonene could help with they did it on mice or rats, with mice or rats on meth. So, if you have a drug addiction or know someone who does, I would definitely check out that study. Again, it's a 2014 study on limonene, Limonene. Anyway, check it out. Wild orange can help boosting cleaning. So whether you can put it in your dishwashing detergent to give it a boost, you can put it in your spray bottle to help your cleaning solution kill germs. Now, my favorite thing to clean with on my counters is I love to put like 3 to 5 drops of On Guard and lemon in a spray bottle about that big, like just your average one that you can get from dollar store or Walmart, Target, wherever you get them. You can get super pretty ones too, I'm sure, in many different places. And then just spray it on your counters, and I just feel so good about how I'm protecting my family. Wild orange, I didn't know this, but I think this is super interesting, it is a great ant repellent. And not only can it help kill the ants too, but it can also help get rid of their scent pheromone trails, which can sometimes lead to infestation. So if you have an ant problem, go ahead, try some wild orange essential oil and see what it does. One of our favorite ways to use wild orange is put a couple drops in smoothies or sauces. My son Clancy, he's like the king of pancakes in our house, loves making pancakes, and he'll put like wild orange or lemon essential oils or both in his pancake mix, and it just takes it to the next level because it tastes so good. You can also put it in ice cream. Can you imagine like a lavender and wild orange ice cream? I think that would taste so good. And you can put it in frostings as well. So here is the last 2 things that I want to say about wild orange. One is very beneficial to our skin. So it can help in fighting signs of aging like wrinkles and dark spots. So again, you can put it into your beauty care products. I would only say put it into you only put it on your face at night. What they're saying is that since wild orange essential oil is so high in vitamin C, it can help promote the production of collagen, which can help our skin look better. And then this is one of my favorite ones about wild orange. So in another study published in 2014, they demonstrated how using wild orange could help reduce anxiety during labor. And I don't think I put this study in in my notes, but I need to because I came across a study where they actually, emergency room, it was a study on in this emergency room, and they were using wild orange, diffusing it for people who had fractures. And they would just take the cloth and they would pin it like so many inches away from the patient's head, and they would replace they put like a couple of drops of wild orange onto this cloth, and then they would replace that every single hour. And the patients who had fractures reported much less pain. They were much less stressed and were in a better mood. So my son Clancy, he just barely almost cut his thumb off when he was helping a friend trim trees. My son was holding the tree, and his friend was cutting and basically cut through, and Clancy's thumb cut through the bone, and didn't cut the thumb off, thank goodness. But we went and got the stitches in, and then have been using essential oils on it, and it's just been healing so beautifully, so beautifully. But I had to call my son in, and I had to say, Clancy, listen to this. Like, look at how something as simple as wild orange essential oil can help reduce anxiety and can help reduce pain. And he's like, well, actually, he wasn't really impressed. But I was very impressed with that. Okay, so that's the last physical property that I wanted to tell you about wild orange essential oil. The diffuser blend, again, that we've been diffusing this whole entire week, is a power-packed one. So helpful for us, well, in so many ways emotionally, and also helpful, all of them, for digestion. And that means it's going to help us digest our emotional issues too, right? And the things in our brain that we need to, and our intellectual issues too. So beautiful oil this entire week. And what we've been diffusing is 2 drops of coriander, which is the oil of integrity, 2 drops of ginger, which is the oil of empowerment, and 2 drops of wild orange, which is the oil of abundance, reminding us it is an abundant world. This whole blend for me is one that kind of kicks us out of victim mentality and gives us no excuses not to take our lives back and make our lives what we want. So I've loved this diffuser blend. Again, 2 drops coriander, the oil of integrity, 2 drops ginger, the oil of empowerment, and 2 drops wild orange, the oil of abundance. The song for the entire week has been Tradition from Fiddler on the Roof, and the affirmation for today is, I am good with change and accepting prosperity. I think his name is Tevye, but anyway, he's the dairy farmer, and he's talking about if he was a rich man. Maybe I'll put that song in the comments too. And he's like, Lord, bless me with all the riches you can. He says it better than me. It was really, really funny the way he says it. But anyway, gotta watch that show. Okay, so that's the song we've been listening to. Again, the affirmation for today is, I am good with change and accepting prosperity. I accept prosperity. I'm not afraid of prosperity. I know I will do good things with prosperity. You don't need to be afraid of prosperity either. I know you can do good things with prosperity too. Making the world a better place with the prosperity that we have. Using it to bless the world. Okay, the affirmation for the entire week is, I find new traditions to start. As we are going out into the weekends, I just want to tell you about one of the new traditions that we are kind of starting in my house. So every Friday is pizza day, and sometimes that means just buying the pizzas from the store, the frozen pizza. Sometimes that means like going to a pizza place like Little Caesars, right? Or whatever your pizza place of choice is. And sometimes that means making homemade pizza. But what we decided as a family is that one Friday a month, we're going to, instead of getting pizza, we're going to let someone in the family choose a different takeout. Like with 9 children, we hardly ever take the whole entire family out for takeout, and we only have 4 left at home, but still we are not a big takeout family. So this is going to be an amazing treat for our family, and I think that one tradition that our family is going to love. Do we have to go out for takeout? No. Can you make beautiful things at home? Absolutely. Maybe what you're going to do is you're going to say once a month we are going to have a feast. Like the first month it's going to be a Mexican feast, and then a Chinese feast, and then a Russian feast, or whatever it is, celebrating the different cultures. We can, whatever budget we are on, we can bring beautiful traditions into our house. We have incredible power. Hey, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life, telling us all that we are not victims. We were not made to be acted upon. We are children of Heavenly Father, and we are made to act and to do great things. We are made to let our lights shine bright to the world. And I know that with God, we can make every day a great day. Bye-bye.